Early 90s Australia, a young drama student watches this movie, says to himself, I want to do that, though he probably said it with an accent.
Say, where's Arnie? Say that.
Where's Arnie?
Can't find me.
Little did he know that one day he'd be starring opposite that same actor in Baz Luhrmann's blinged out 3D version of The Great Gatsby.
That's so.
Yes. But that's exactly what the story is for Joel Edgerton. So how did it happen? Well, he calls it the best birthday gift ever. The day he turned 25, he got the call. He'd been cast as the future Darth Vader's stepbrother in the Star Wars prequels.
I had a feeling you might show up someday.
After Star Wars, Joel ventured over to the dark side. He was in an incredible film called Animal Kingdom, former mixed martial arts champion, the gutsy bloody knuckle film Warrior, and an alpha male Navy SEAL going in for the kill in Zero Dark 30.
So Patrick, be honest with me. You really believe this story?
Yeah.
What parked against you?
Her confidence.
And now there's this new one. It's called Felony. It premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival. Oh, hey, Tiff. Joel wrote it, produced it, and stars as a cop struggling with questions of both truth and lies.
I gotta tell the truth. I've gotta come clean.
Well, why?
Because it is the right thing to do.
Pre-film out of Joel Edgerton! Good morning. Welcome. Hello, kind sir.
How are you?
I'm well, man. How are you?
That's a nice recline you have.
It's pretty chill. I got it down now. Congratulations. You know, you have a film. You have this nice gala at the film festival. It's quite a thing, right?
Yeah, it's
great.
great.
You wrote it, and you're in it. So what is that like?
It's a lot more nerve-wracking to watch a film that you've been a part of the engine of making compared to just being in a movie. Like, as an actor, if the movie doesn't work, you just stand off to the side and you go, well, that I didn't ruin it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. But there's something genuinely exposing about writing a movie and then seeing it play. And I imagine being a writer-director is double that. It's like you sit in a cinema and someone's projecting like a nude photo of you for an hour and a half. Right. You sit in your chair and you're like, oh, God, everybody's judging me.
Right. And if they're not laughing at the right moments or reacting at the right moments or cringing at the right moments, do you wonder if you got it right?
Yeah. You're like second-guessing every reaction. But it was great.
Yeah.
Like, it was great.
Yeah, no, it's a really good
The
film,
worst scenario is you go home and you just get really depressed. But, like, we had a great screening with, like, 1,600 people at the Elgin Theatre.
Elgin, yeah.
Great cinema, by the way. Yeah. I mean, an old theatre.
You know, you get inside the headspace of a lot of cops here, and I was wondering if you were in the process of researching these roles and you learn more and more about that fraternity, for lack of a better word, of the police officer. What's the thing that scared you the most when you delved into their club?
Well, kind of what scared me and made it very interesting was that they just seem like such normal guys. I mean, the movie deals with a character who makes a decision after an accident, committing crime that he deals with without integrity and tells a lie about it. And he's trying to find his way back to the idea of, am I a good person? And how can I be a good person?
So is this like your way of working through a guilt that you're harboring?
I have many, many small guilts. No, it's really interesting, actually. I would never confess anything big here because there's nothing to confess. A lot of artists, I mean, if I could call myself that as a writer, that a lot of directors and writers keep visiting the same material. It's like they're trying to answer or work out the same problem. Yeah. And a lot of them won't even know it until someone reflects it to them. But everything I write, strangely, is about someone who does something really wrong, makes a bad decision in the aftermath, and spends the whole time digging a deeper hole for them. Now, what does that say about me?
That's what I'm asking. What does it say about you?
Can I lie down?
Yes, you can. Well, especially when you get to your late 30s, right? You start to look around and go, okay, I guess I'm at that place now where I have become aware of the fact that I have played a role in causing the damage, and I'm not okay with it. I never understand it when people say, I have no regrets. That's right. How can you have no regrets?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, every now and then I feel like I meet genuinely great people, as in, like, they have consideration for people outside of themselves that you know, yeah, they're maybe thinking about themselves as number one, but everybody else is like a very close number two, you know what I mean? And I really admire when I meet people like that who just seem through and through good, and maybe they don't have regrets. I don't know.
Stick around, more with Joel right after this.
All right, coming up, he's played some tough guys, even when he was a little kid. A blast from Joel's past. Next.
In Jay Gatsby's mind, he's as moral and as clear as everyone else. Of course, Tom Buchanan, who is an aristocrat, tears him down in Daisy's eyes.
Beautifully by Joel Edgerton. It's one of the strong. I think he's so strong in this film.
I think it's a revelation. I think people will go, who's that?
Yeah.
I mean, I've known Joel since he was a boy. I don't know who that person is.
Right.
That's lovely.
That's nice. He's known you since he was a boy, and he doesn't know who that person is. What do you think he's saying?
Well, it's... he's paying me a compliment. Oh, now I'm getting all bashful. That job taught me a lot about other ways of approaching work, actually.
Yeah? In what sense? I mean, that's a blinged-out, huge kind of idea, that show.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's fruity. You know, it's big, and it's loud, and it's an orgy. But it's... It is. That's what Baz does. It's so grand. It's like a festival on screen. Yeah. And but it taught me how to approach work and to look for characters that aren't necessarily too close to myself because it's more fun.
I can imagine it would be. Remember this old TV show from the 70s? Look at this.
Where did you get that? How did you get that?
Look at that.
Oh my Lord, that is me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know where we got it? See this picture here? That tall guy gave it to us.
Yeah. Did he get it from Nash?
Yeah, your brother. He gave it to us.
Where's my phone? He did. Oh, that is so awesome.
I was thinking about that in the context of Zero Dark 30, right?
Yeah,
the idea
this is the basis of my character for Zero Dark 30. Mr. T. I ain't getting no plane, fool.
First of all, I commend you for not going blackface, because that you couldn't have lived. I couldn't have put that picture on if you had done blackface. So thank you for not doing that. But no, remember the A-Team guys? They were soldiers.
I loved the A-Team, big time.
Yeah, they thought they were doing the right thing, and then they got kicked out and had to live in the underground, man.
Yeah.
Conflicted soldiers.
Yeah, and idiot villains always locked them in a garage with, like, hydraulic equipment. Yeah, it's like what... You know, like they're not going to build a cannon.
That's right. It's what's that Greek thing? Deus Ex Machina, or Deus Ex Machina. It's a machine of the gods. It was their only way out. It was like a Greek play.
Yeah,
you know, giving that stuff. But see that picture of the protest. What do you think when you look at Heath? I mean, you knew him back then.
He was a very, very special guy, like incredibly, and wise well beyond his years. I remember the first time I met him was on Bondi Beach, and. He was literally 17, I think, but he didn't seem like a 17-year-old kid, and I would have been about 25 at the time. And he was very, very special in very many ways, and it's very sad that he's not around. And for everybody, you know, his audience, I guess, it's sad on another level that he was just going to keep doing better and better things.
That Terry Gilliam movie he made, you could see that there was, oh, here comes the next step. This guy's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. And he was kind of like really, like, I was very shocked when he died because I thought he was sort of unbreakable. I really did. And I remember kind of like, I was ordering some like toast and I was about to go somewhere. It was 9 o'clock in the morning in Australia, and it was one of the morning TV shows, and, you know, they were talking about cooking or something, and the woman did this, and she's like, and then she, you know, it was like a breaking news thing, and it just came up as like a typeface across the screen. And I've never, like, read something and been so confused, you know, in all my life, you know. And then, of course, what happened afterwards was kind of amazing. Like, the amount of love that you realise was out there for him. Yeah. And, but he was kind of, I don't know, I get a little bit tongue-tied talking about him, actually, but he was an extraordinary guy, and he was just, yeah, well loved.
It's easier than people think to kind of have a misstep, to lose. Like, it's easier, right? It's a fragile life in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know, and in this business, it claims many. So you must have known that coming through.
It is. Look, when you look at actors and their psychology, I have a general opinion, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I think we are, and musicians are, and a lot of writers are, people who lacked a little bit of love, and we're craving a lot of love. And the more people we can collect, as in an audience and fans and all that, the better we think we're going to feel about ourselves, but it doesn't really fill the hole, you know what I mean?
Because you ultimately know that that isn't going to fill the hole.
Yeah.
What a pleasure.
Weird, right?
So great to
Love being an actor.
Joel Edgerton, everybody. The film is called Felony. You got to see it. It's going to be one of your favorites of the year. We'll be right back.